Hi guys, this is Colonel Sanjay Pandey and with me is Shubhankar Chaudhary
Hi.
and this is Only Youth and Mind Power.
Episode number 2.
This is episode number 2. Today we are going to talk about humility. This is something that doesn't come very normally to a person. Rather, arrogance comes very fast, very easy. You don't have to do anything, just do open LinkedIn. You open LinkedIn and simply go through the feed. You know exactly what I'm talking of.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone's an entrepreneur. Everyone's made a game-changing impact in their organization within 5 hours of joining it.
Exactly the point. And all you have to do is to find out 100 feeds and make your own feed. And I can give you a guarantee your feed will be exactly on the same lines till the time you don't hear us out.
Yeah.
Your capability has to be known by your actions. Your capability has to be known by your conduct. You have to be praised because you are capable and not because you are showing it off. You do a 3 day course somewhere, 3 day program somewhere, thereafter you write down such a long thing on LinkedIn that this is what your achievement is and how you are better than others. What exactly are we doing?
I have a question, sir. If you have achieved something real, let's say you went to a company and you improved their operational processes and you had some real impact, and then you write about it. So, how is that better, or how can someone just share their positive experiences in a way that you would not classify as showing off?
Absolutely right. Being professional and being arrogant. Understand the difference. If I am being, if I am a professional and I have achieved something substantial, which I also know is going to help a lot of people, and I write that experience that this is what exactly I did. This is how I went around about the problem. This is how I resolved it. This is what it resulted in. So you give everything. So what you have actually done is start thinking that if there is a novice or if there is a not so experienced person, if he reads this, is he going to derive anything out of it?
So I think, sir, what the main difference is intent. If
Absolutely.
if I really want to share it for the benefit of someone else, the intent comes out very very naturally. Whereas if someone is just writing a show off piece, that also is very very visible.
No, there are capable people who would be arrogant. They are capable, they are also arrogant. So, how do you differentiate between a capable and a humble man and capable and an arrogant man?
A capable arrogant man and a capable humble man.
Yes.
Rather.
Yeah, exactly. How do
Yeah.
you differentiate between them? Both are capable. How do you find out the difference? So, this is the place where you will understand what is the importance of humility. Humility is Abdul Kalam.
Yeah.
Can anyone actually come up to his level of intelligence? There may be many more. Why is it that you remember him? You don't remember him because he was the president and he would do certain things. Where did he go immediately after his tenure got over?
I think he went back to his
He went
hometown.
back to his teaching
Village.
profession,
Yeah.
staying in a simple house and doing it. So, thing is that did he use his knowledge to humiliate or to overpower or dominate people who were around him? The thing is that as soon as you are capable, it means that your brain power, in terms of maybe intelligence, in terms of experience, is more than others. Soon as you realize that, yes, I have much more knowledge than anyone who is around me, so let me make them more capable by imparting whatever best I can.
I also think so that humility is a very important thing for any young person who is just starting out. I also think that arrogance has to be earned. So if you are capable and if you are ready to spread your knowledge, help people in your own way, whether that comes across as arrogant, I am absolutely fine with that, because that person has spent years grinding it out, learning a particular skill, learning his abilities that he can share with other people. So whether he speaks arrogantly to me, at the end of the day, if he or she is helping me, I'm quite fine with the kind of demeanor they have. What do you think, sir?
See, absolutely right. The point to remember is that whatever capabilities you have, whether they are in terms of your academic degrees, or they may be in terms of your experience, it may be in terms of your exposure, or it may share your life experience, that you have had the opportunity to see much more than others. What does it make out of you? It makes a much, much, much superior human being as far as the storage of things in your mind is concerned. How are you going to utilize that is important.
Yeah.
If you are going to utilize that to impress people, to dominate people, to show them down, to make them feel small, that is one. So that's attitude.
Yeah.
That's arrogance. Secondly, if you want to use that in your professional or any walk of your life, including mentoring anyone for that matter, not making them feel small. So that's second part. Point is the arrogance and the humility. Humility is exactly what we have been hearing of that Hindi thing right from our school. That the more of tree fruits, the more they grow, the more the tree bends, comes closer to earth.
Yeah.
So it's exactly the best example. The more capable you become, the closer to down to earth you have to be.
Yeah.
So as soon as eucalyptus, how many of us actually eat any fruit from eucalyptus? It doesn't produce. That actually tells you that yes, it will not produce. So exactly that is human being. If you are going to be high-headed at all times, if you are going to be arrogant, yeah, fine. So you are. No one can deny. Your superior position, maybe in terms of your designation, may give you that power to humiliate a person, but that comes easily. That's a natural thing to do.
So, what was that Hindi saying that you were telling me the other day? Something to do with what you just said, like a tree, if it's really tall, doesn't bear, even if it bears fruit 20 meters
Yeah,
across the
okay,
point.
okay.
Something on those lines.
हिंदी में देर इज दिस आई थिंक रहीम कबीर किसी का दोहा, बड़ा हुआ तो क्या हुआ जैसे पेड़ खजूर, पंथी को छाया नहीं, फल लागे अति दूर.
Yeah.
So what's the point being so tall and so this thing that neither the passer-by gets your shade, neither do they get to eat your fruit. So what's the point? That tree may be excellent, but is it helpful to anyone? There were times when I would come out and people would simply say, Ki, Acha, you were in army, so you would be a graduate. Yeah, I am a graduate. And no, but I have done my post-graduation. I would be quiet. And it is after a few months that the guy would turn back and say, Ki, sir, I just happened to see your CV. And I also see a MSc in that. I also see equivalent of MBA in that. I also see a equivalent of a MTech in that. So, sir, what is it? You never told me, so I told you I was a postgraduate. And you are carrying 3 degrees. You have been with us for 2 years and we don't even know that. But then there was nothing to show in that. I don't have to wear a medal to say that, okay, these are the degrees I have. But then,
I think that was a very pointed reference to the photographs of some veterans we see these days online.
yeah, exactly. So why do I have to show off that I was a military guy? Let my character show.
Yeah.
If you think that a military guy is like this, I will be that military guy. You will actually see, yeah, look at him. So that is my conduct. How does a side cap or my medals or anything for that matter help? That is arrogance. I want a license which qualifies me for integrity, which qualifies me for everything. No,
Yeah.
it should not. I have to be an excellent soldier, a very brave soldier, and at the same time, can I not be humble? Can I not be truthful? So, are these attributes related to a profession? They're related to human beings, to
Yeah.
you and to me.
Absolutely.
How does it make a difference? What vocation we take, what profession we pick up? This is something that will carry with us wherever we go.
Yeah.
So far as you have more qualifications, you do not use that as a weapon to make the other person feel small. That is in itself is humility. That is being humble.
I think one of the biggest tests uh, we face in being humble is that we have a very set of friends and social circle in which we revolve from the time that we are kids, when we go to school, we go to college. You never find different groups of people intermingling. For example, there are so many households in India where the maid comes to work, but she is asked to leave her kids at home wherever she lives. There are so many times that I have seen myself that maids of a society, they're trying to take care of each other's kids because the husband is out to work. There's no one to take care of a small baby. So even a small act of compassion, where if I have a maid coming over to work at my place, you just allow her kids to come and be in the house while she works. Even that, these small things that make you just a human being. I won't even say this is humility, but the kind of inbuilt arrogance, inbuilt class structures that we have makes us not even be that, be just be human.
It was 2009, and the girl who used to work for us, her son was 9 months old. So on first day, my wife told her, "You get your child here." Today, that boy is 13 years. In 13 years, he has spent more time in my house than he has spent in his own house. Today, he has food with us on our dining table using fork and spoon. His manners are better than the best of the educated children that we have seen around. His conduct is so impeccable. Whenever guests come in our place, there is no question of that boy ever leaving this place. He is always around with us in the house. He's grown up as part of this family. It was so easy for us to say, "Don't come."
Yeah.
And he's a boy, Shubhankar has been seeing himself for last 7-8 years. On the other hand, the background of my profession, I was in army. The officers have tremendous amount of ego and a superiority complex that we are officers, and we tend to look down upon our own men.
Yeah.
15 years in retirement now, I go to their villages to meet my veterans, to meet my unit widows. I go twice in a year on my own, driving own vehicle with my driver, on my own, with my own expenditure, and I go to their homes and stay. I always knew, and now I see. When you see their homes, when you see their massive things that they have built, I can assure you 90% officers cannot even dream of ever owning that sort of a house, that sort of property, that sort of money. These people come from very, very affluent families, but fine, they were not educated, so they end up as Jawans. You go back to society, you go back to their villages and see they've got 8 rooms and 10 rooms and all air conditioned, massive homes that they stay in. What do I do? My relations with them right since beginning were of respect. He may be a Jawan, but will respect. 15 years I go and stay with them today. I always give it on Twitter. And I go and say, I tie up, okay, I'll be staying with you, I'll be staying with you. I eat with them, sit with them. We are not even ready to treat people on a equal basis. I have no idea what gives us that arrogance. So my suggestion is cut out this arrogance. It will never take you anywhere. It will never take you anywhere. It will only reduce one friend per year. It will never gain you one friend in even 5 years. Over a period of time, you will end up losing friends, losing praise from your seniors. So just be humble, become qualified, become highly professional, use it nicely, don't let it swell your head. Combine this with episode number 1, truthfulness, you will see the life starts changing. And we are there with you to help you out. Thanks a lot for watching this. Me and Shubhankar, we both say goodbye to you. Take care. Bye.
Bye.